Hi.
Woohoo. I'm just checking on my other one so I can.
Want to make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we are live.
There we are.
Okay.
Awesome possums. Where
Cool.
did my chat go? Where did my chat go? Hey guys, Johnny tells me we're alive. I couldn't tell.
We have beard and banjos. We got hella fat. We got miners. We got Barden in here.
Oh yeah, we're bringing it.
Hi.
All right. We got the companies up in here.
Yeah. Well, since I'm on my phone, I can't really like see who's on and
Yeah.
that ordeal. But if you
We'll
guys
let
just
you
let
know.
me know who's on, yeah, let
Oh
me
yeah.
know.
If you can see, let me know if you see like that's chat. Do
Oh,
you see
yeah.
that? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can.
if anything is addressed to you, I will pop that up so you can see it.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And that's what we'll do.
I'm having this chat issue again, Johnny.
Oh no.
All right, guys. So we have half of our guests tonight. Hopefully, will be joining us. But Johnny and I talked about wanting to get the female presence of the beard community involved on beard therapy. And
Hi.
so every month, as long as we can, I've already got 2 other ladies lined up that I've, just kind of spoken to that they're set up. But kicking us off, being our first lady guest who does stuff, of course, is Rocio from Morning Mist.
Hi.
Glad you could join us tonight, Rocio. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So what we're going to do is we got a couple of things we're going to do, and then I'm going to turn it over to Johnny. Johnny likes to interview the owners, and because he likes to do soap, and you do soap. So
Yeah.
you guys have a great discussion. If Will pops in here, we'll talk to him too. But we're going to start with, what do we start with, Johnny?
Normally we would start with what's in beard. But since you don't have a beard.
I know what my husband is wearing today. My husband is wearing, like I said, that chai tea collection that I made him.
Okay.
I use the chai tea leaves and I soak them in the oils my base oils that I use for all of my products. And then I just kind of make a concoction of whatever I'm going to make from there. So all of his stuff, the beard oil, the balm, the soap, it all smells like chai tea and vanilla. And it is one of the best smells, especially for the holidays and everything like that. It's just really, really warm, really, really fresh. And the tea leaves themselves keep it very clean smelling. So
awesome.
So I was going to ask what's in hair since.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that was the natural one.
I have hair.
Yeah.
I actually use the beard oil in my hair as well.
So see, there we go. See,
yeah,
man, this works.
Yeah.
What do you got, Joe?
I have Johnny. I have to honor our guests. I don't usually do blends, but I had a crusher stand, and then I changed it up because I wanted to go with Rocio's mahogany in the balm that I have, and I matched that with absinthe from Crusher, the original absinthe, not the new. So I've got absinthe in oil, and I've got morning mist mahogany, and it's a nice little combo. I have to say for myself, I like the way that's working, the way they're working together. What do you got?
All right, so I'm in the middle of like mix matching and on the products that I have already. So for butter, I have the dude from.
Oh yeah,
I forgot the damn name.
Hubris.
No.
Oh, not that dude. Not.
It's the one. Dude. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Beer Naturals. Natural bear beard or some shit like that.
Was that from Bento? Was that?
Yes. Oh. It's from the Bento. It's from the Bento box.
I know it. I know it. But I can't remember it.
I can't remember it either. But yeah, I have that in. It just says BN on there, so I think it's like either it's Bear Natural or Beer Natural. I don't remember. But I paired that with
I think it's Brother Nature.
Brother Nature, that's it. Brother Nature Beard's the dude. As for butter, and I'm pretty sure it's butter. 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's butter. It's way too. It can't be balm. And then I have Barbou's Blue Lion.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. Which is more like the red. It's red line, but blue line. And the two actually smell okay together. I like the mixture, so that's why I put those two together. And I think we got Will and Ruby. Hey, Will and Ruby.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
Hi,
There she
guys.
is.
We made it. We had some computer problems.
It's all good, man. It's all good, brother.
Wow, Will, did you trim, or I'm used to seeing your beard of being? Oh, you're okay.
I'm
Okay,
down
that's
a
it.
little bit.
There it is.
Yeah, you pulled it down a little. Okay, there.
You put it in a ponytail.
Outstanding. Will, we were just finishing up with what's in beard. What do you got tonight?
I have in some of the morning mist, the latest oil she sent me.
Nice.
It's pumpkin spice, coffee,
Yes.
cinnamon, and toasted marshmallow.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, fall is here, baby. Fall is here.
Yeah.
Ruby, what do you think of that scent, Ruby? What's your take on that? On what your dad has in his beard? Smell it.
We got a shrugger. Now, Ruby, I'm usually a bad boy on here, but I promised Daddy I would be a good boy. All right, so you keep me honest over
So
there.
we have a child on board, so
Yeah. We have a child.
we'll keep it PG.
No bad
All right,
words. Right?
so, let's jump into beard news so we can get to talking to our guests. Here's what I picked up this week, and feel free, any of you guys, to jump in here if you know something that's going down. Fable, who was in here, I don't know if Colin's still in here.
He should be.
They're doing a promotion where they're giving away beard ornaments to coincide with his new release of his winter scents or his Christmas scents.
Ooh, ornaments? Like for your tree? A Christmas
No,
tree?
for your beard, Johnny. For your
Beard ornaments.
beard ornaments. So he's going to be throwing some of those in there for orders of these new scents, which I thought was a great marketing idea. I'm a teacher. I can get away with that, but I don't know how many guys would, but it's fun. The Beardy, I thought Faithfully Bearded was just in here. The Beardy's first round voting is over. And Tyson has done some tabulation. And so now you can go back to faithfullybearded.com and take a second whack at it, as he's got the finalists up there now.
Yep.
Crusher Creations and Rob Acker team collab coming down the pipe with him and Crusher. And so that'll be in our near future. Will, I'm sure you'll be getting your hands on that one.
Probably.
Probably. Knocker released North Country, one of his new scents, and I think he might have one more to go before the new year. And some dude who made an apricot collab with Miners, which is why he's wearing orange tonight, just got a sweet new label.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that label.
Sweet new label.
It gave kind of like a mischievous vibe, you know?
Yeah,
like
very mischievous.
Like I'm gonna get you.
I felt Bond villain. That I was getting a Bond villain read on that.
Yeah, definitely like.
All right, so now, Will, you get to be the guinea pig. We just lengthened the show to 2 full hours. And so I've got something in store for both you and Rocio a little later that you may not like me for, but we want to get our community people to, because we always get our owners talking. I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you real quick before we handed it over to Rocio and Johnny and Ruby, of course. Your Instagram is very interesting because you are not the quote unquote star of your Instagram, right? Ruby to me is the star of your Instagram because I see lots of photos of Ruby and your son as well. Yep. Ruby, how's it feel to be famous with all these hairy dudes?
Good. And I'm in school.
You are in school. I'm a
stay there. Stay in school.
Yes.
School is very important.
Yeah, you need to stay in school.
Yeah, she just started kindergarten this year. So
awesome.
Oh, awesome. My son started kindergarten this year also.
44 days.
44 days.
That's a long time.
Are we
She's
coming
like, I'm
up
counting.
after that time, Ruby?
no, she's got about an hour and a half left, I think.
Oh, Ruby, you are dialed in.
Oh, man.
I like that.
An hour and a
You
half.
get up later than I do. I'm not kidding you. All right, Will, so tell us a little bit about your beard journey. I remember that you posted a long time ago a picture of you in the early 2000s where you looked like a kid and you barely had any facial hair. I think you were with maybe your oldest child. You were out like on a playground or a swing set or something like that. But where did you go from there in the intervening 10 years or so to here?
That was actually, I think that was about 2005.
Okay.
But I had a goatee then, and that's all I could grow. But since then, I think I've only been clean shaven once in the last probably 13 or 14 years. I've had a beard this whole time. This is the longest I've had it. But yeah, I just never really liked shaving, and just decided to let it go.
That's awesome. Ruby, do you like Dad's beard?
She does.
She's like,
You know what?
That's
My daughter don't like my beard either. She always tells me to shave.
Come on, Ruby.
She's
You know,
like, she's like, shave that beard off.
my girls always say I tickle them when I give them a kiss when I've got a longer beard.
She does like combing it though.
My sister Hannah says that Dad should trim it.
That he should trim it.
Yeah.
I
that's
think
what-
Dad's looking pretty good. I actually thought he had trimmed it.
No, it's been a while.
You know what? It takes a lot of time and work to grow a beard that long. So to
Yeah.
trim it, to trim it short would that's it takes a lot of, like I said, it takes a lot of time and patience to let that go all the way.
It does. I have a
It'd be a
job.
shame.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't. I've had a job where I'm able to grow it however I want for a long time now. So
yeah.
What are you
That's
doing?
been-
What are you doing? What are
Now,
you doing?
now, what do you do? Because I know I see your hard hat with all the beard company stickers on it and stuff.
I work for the railroad. I've been there for about
Okay.
14 years.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Cool.
Is Nebraska a pretty big place for the railroad still?
Yeah, it is along the Lincoln, Omaha, Grand Island area, right to the center of the state's like the main line. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
fairly busy.
You're old.
I just realized that your cat was right there.
Yeah, no.
Every week.
She comes on all the time. Whenever I'm in this
I was
chair,
like, what
this
is
it.
that?
Yeah. And like she smells like the beard products I'm wearing, and sometimes she'll like
Oh.
really get in there, especially if they're natural. Like that's how I know when like a beard product is really good, when my cat is all up in my beard.
Oh, yeah.
Because fragrance oils for cats, fragrance oils and essential oils are like times 100. Like we smell it, but
Yeah.
they smell it like times 100. Like their sense of smell is so much more sensitive. So
Mhm.
if she really digs what I'm wearing, she'll be all up in my whole shit. Like I'm sorry, I mean my whole beard.
That's okay.
Ruby's like, Dad says
We
that
can
all the
live
time.
without your flavored water.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Her
sorry.
big
Oh my
sister
God.
says worse, so you're okay.
All right.
All right, Ruby, before we get to listen to our other guests, I want to ask you a couple questions since I asked Dad. Number one, how does it feel to have your own beard product named after you? Is it fun? Is it cool? It is cool. Now, did you come up with the idea for that scent? Is that something you like, that grape bubblegum? Or was it Dad or just Crusher?
It was good.
That was way back when I first started talking to Brian a lot.
Oh,
He and Ruby got into the beard stuff. Then I asked him to do a custom scent for her, and he did a plain bubble gum. And
Aw.
then, yeah, there it is. Look, Ruby
Yep.
May.
And there she is, right on the label.
And then
That's
Brian kinda
so awesome
created
how
it.
he did that.
Now, what's your,
Yep, she told me.
do you have
Go
a
ahead.
favorite Crusher scent, Ruby?
What's your favorite Crusher scent?
bubblegum.
The bubble gum.
Yeah, this bubblegum
blame
is so good.
Will, do you dare say your favorite Crusher scent? And you got to choose between one of your babies?
I go back and forth a lot, but the one I most regularly use is probably Java Jolt.
Okay.
Or
Java
I do
Jolt's
use
good.
Sacred every night too. So, but I don't know. He hasn't made one that I haven't liked yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that helps.
I asked him. I said, Brian, like, what is your like profession other than? I said, are you a chemist? I said, I'm trying to pry to see like how the hell does this guy make sense so well that every time he puts out an oil, like I really like it. Like I genuinely like every oil he's
Yeah.
put out. He hasn't put out an oil that I really didn't dig. I think my least favorite, if I out of all of them, is that menthol lemonade. But even that, like, it's okay. Like, it smells like spearmint gum. But I don't know. I asked him. I said, geez, like, how the hell do you do it? And he was just like, yeah, ton of hard work. He's just always working on it, always working on the scents and the formulas and everything like that. And I was like, okay, man, shit, you know.
When I first reviewed him, he had 4 scents, and I got 3 of them. I bought 2, and he threw 1 in. And Sinful was the one that made me stand up and take notice. And then Absinthe was also in that batch, and Absinthe just blew me away. So Old Stogie's my favorite, but Absinthe is a real close second. And the old one, not the new one. I haven't smelled the new formulation.
Sinful for me, like I love Sinful. I use it like once in a blue moon only because like it's now he changed the formula, so that's it. I'm not gonna get that again. So like I use like 1 or 2 drops maybe, and that's it. Like because I really really love the old Sinful. I haven't smelled the new one yet, so I don't know. I may like the new one just as much as the old one, or you know what I mean. So like, but I have to try it. I have to buy it, you know, and see how that smells. But yeah,
all right. I've got one more question, and then we're gonna listen to Johnny and Rocio have a discussion here. I'm a teacher, Ruby. So what's your favorite part of kindergarten?
Playing with doing front rolls with Hannah Hawk.
Doing front rolls.
She's like, I'm gonna give my friend's entire name and address.
Now she's a star. Maybe Crusher will make a beard oil named after her if you keep that up.
I missed her name. What's her name?
Hannah.
Hannah.
Just Hannah. That's her big sister's name too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being such a generous answer giver, Ruby, because I know this might be weird seeing all these people outside of Dad that are, you know, just kind of staring at you, talking to you. I'm going to hand it over to Johnny, and we're going to listen to stuff about Rocio and her company, which you already know a little bit about, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right.
What's up? Hi.
Hi. Okay, so we'll start with what's Morning Mist all about? Like,
so the name of my company, or
like the whole campaign, like
just the whole
yeah.
Okay. So Morning Mist actually is my English translation of my name. So my name, Rocio, translates to morning dew or morning mist. Right as soon as I was looking for names for a company, I've always been called, you know, Dewdrop or Morning Dew or Morning Mist for my family already. Like, you know, so I thought, why not have my own company name with my name? And it's a beautiful story behind it, and it has so much meaning to it. Why not express that? With my company, like I've mentioned before, I try and have as many vegan products as possible, if not all of them, all recyclable, non-plastic. Everything either is reused or it's not of plastic, of course. I try to have as many organic products as possible. My butters, all local as well. So my butters, my oils, even down to essential oils. I don't use fragrance oils. I try and make as many tinctures out of plants, either that I grow at my mom's house or from local farmers markets. I really try and help other small companies as well. I've just done a lot of research, and it's in my ancestral line, you know, my lineage and my family, that we've all been healers. So I wanted to take upon that responsibility of passing that down from generation to generation. So it's my turn now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, that was like a big old...
No, that was good. That was perfect.
And then Ward goes too.
I did some digging online, and I found like your wedding registry, and just wondering, are any of the Amazon gifts that you have on your registry, do you still need some of those?
You know what? I don't even remember what the hell I.
You have a hammock on there.
Oh yeah, no. So I never got a hammock.
Oh man.
I think that I think I actually wanted as many cast iron skillets as possible.
I
Not
noticed.
to kill my husband, but we go camping as much as possible, and like I said, I try and use as less plastic, and cast iron is just so versatile. You can bake with it, cook with it, do all kinds of random
you can do anything
things
with that.
it. Yeah.
Cook it over
And
like
then,
a live fire and all that.
Yes, and that's
Okay,
exactly
we're
what I
going
wanted. Oh, is she just saying something?
Her brother ran by.
Yeah.
No,
No, but
I didn't
if you want
notice.
to get me a hammock,
Give me. It's only $21. Anybody wants to throw her a hammock? I'll throw the link up to the registry. I'm pretty. You can add it to cart. All right. So I noticed that you put Honest Ape beard balm in there, and the Grow a Beard kit brushes and the scissor thing.
Yeah.
I actually have that Grow a Beard kit. I bought that kit.
Really?
And I still use it to this. I still use it to this day. Actually, it's at my job. It's at my desk at work, and those brushes are great.
Is that the Viking one, Johnny?
No. It's the Grow a Beard.
Oh, that's the name of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name. Grow a Beard. That's my very first review. My second review. My second review was Grow a Beard. My first one was Badass Beard Care. My second review ever was the Grow a Beard kit. I bought it from Amazon. I was like, all right, I'm going to review this one. Now that you make your own products, do you feel like you should just take that Honest Amish out of that registry?
I haven't even looked at that registry since it's been over like 2 years, if that, since I've been working on it. And it's funny that you mentioned that, because when I first met my husband, he didn't have a beard. Didn't have one.
No?
His ex made him shave. And I just thought that was the funniest shit in the entire world. And I thought, you know what? She's going to look at us and she's going to see how you upgraded from a really beautiful woman and then a really badass beard. So let's just make her mad on all kinds of levels. She's going to hate me.
Oh, man.
And I love it. I had him grow a beard. And from there, right as soon as he started growing his beard is when I started experimenting. So I make all of my stuff, and he's my little guinea pig. So
he's lucky because, you get to make all that stuff in house, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll try that, and and it's really, really good stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I've noticed that you have Bob Marley and Santana tattooed on your arm. That's the music you're into? You like reggae and
I actually grew up. My grandfathers on both sides played music. My grandfather actually played the trumpet and the Rat Pack. Yeah. So he inspired his son, my grandfather, to play music as well. So he taught all of my uncles and everyone in the house basically how to play instruments. And from there, it went to cumbias and, other genres of music, from Sublime to, all kind of just Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley. I grew up with that music always surrounding me. So all of my tattoos are musically inspired, different bands and different songs that have always touched, a certain part of my heart. Not to sound too emotional about it, but we just grew up playing music, and I had to pay homage to that. And my sleeve isn't finished yet, so I want to keep working at it. Yeah, thank you.
I dig it.
I got another 4 more pieces to go, and then maybe I'll be satisfied, but I'm definitely an inkaholic, so.
All right, so you did a post on Instagram, and I noticed how well your skin is, because all your little micro reactions in your forehead every time you had a thought, micro reactions, you can't control them. Your skin, your face just does them, and so but I noticed your skin elasticity is really, really good.
Thank you.
I'm curious to know, like, what is your skincare regimen for your face? Like, what do you do every day?
So in all honesty, I don't wash my face in the morning, which is really, really, I think that you should be. From what I've been told, you should be. But I've been doing a lot of oil cleansing with my lotion bar that I make. I actually rub that I actually posted that on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I rub the oil bar on my face, the lotion bar, and I use hot water. I wipe it clean. I don't like to use as much soap as possible. I know people are just like, wiping their face a shit ton, sorry, Ruby, a lot with
You
soap.
joined.
But I just wash my face with soap maybe twice a week, but the rest of the time it is with my lotion bar. And I also use my own soap.
Okay.
I like to, since my shea butter soap, you can make in any essential oils that you need. So there's days where I'm breaking out more, so I use tea tree. There's days where I need more calming. I have redness, so I make a chamomile bar with oats in it. I also use the beard oil for my under eyes. I just kind of stick to my own products, so I give that option to customize anyone's products. So if you feel like you have specific needs, just type them in there and I'll give you the best essential oils or combination oils for your skin.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so I have a skin regimen that I've tried to stick to, but for some reason I fell off of it. So what I was doing was I was using a exfoliating scrub, and a regular a cleanser, then first the exfoliating scrub, and then I would use snail slime patches under my eyes for the line.
Yeah.
And like all this other like stuff. So am I using too many like crazy products? Is there something simpler that I can use? Like what's a good skincare regimen for men that we're not doing, basically?
So actually, you should not be exfoliating every day. I've had multiple customers actually coming towards me with that same regimen. You shouldn't, maybe if that once a week to exfoliate. Yeah, because, and depending on what you're exfoliating with, you actually create little micro tears inside of your skin. And those micro tears take longer to repair and cause a lot of dryness. So you're just creating more dry, dead skin. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I mentioned, my lotion bar regimen, if you're already putting on beard oil on your face, I mean, you're obviously confident in the products that you use. So me personally, I don't use anything with fragrance oils. I just use all essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
So when I apply my beard oil onto my face, or my lotion bar, that's when I do the oil cleansing and I wipe it off with a hot rag. And that's just wiping the dirt away, opening your pores, creating your pores to excrete whatever extra oils that you have. Really basic, non-scented stuff actually works the best.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry. I can go on about this, so I mean, you can just shut me up.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Brett Burton in the chat says he's a really big music fan and he would like to see your sleeve more closely if you could.
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
I don't know how you do that, but here you go, Brett. Or else she'll try and give you a...
I don't know if anyone listens to like A Day to Remember or Brand New, but this is one of their songs. The boy who blocked his own shot.
You are the smell before the rain.
Rain, you are the blood in my veins. I don't know. It's kind of like this rockish vibe. I'm all over the place. And I don't know if anyone listens to City and Color. I don't know if you can see that. or if anyone even knows who City and Color is.
No,
Dallas
it's the first time I
Green.
remember hearing. I've heard of A Day to Remember. I listened to a few of their albums, but nothing that like I would like remember off the top of my head. But yeah, like
Dallas Green is a part of another heavy band. Then he joined off into his own acoustic, and he plays the harmonica. It's really, really cool.
I think a YouTuber is one of the guitarists for A Day to Remember.
I think so.
I think his name is Charles Trippy.
Charles Trippy?
And, yeah. And I think he was one of the guitarists for A Day to Remember. I used to watch the channel a lot, Charles and Allie. But then like they broke up and it was like, oh no. It was like this is years.
I have to choose.
This is so years. This is so long ago. But like, shout out to Charles Trippy. If you ever see this, what's up, brother?
Oh my god!
If you ever grow a beard, hit me up. What's up?
Red also commented about your snail eyes, Yanni.
Oh yeah, the snail slime.
Yeah,
it's a Korean thing.
Those were.
And I used it for about a week, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then like laziness set in, and I was just like, I'm tired. I don't want to like.
It's a lot.
Yeah, like keeping up your skin regimen, like it takes work. It's not like it's something easy because, like, basically, what I was doing was that I was washing with one wash, then exfoliating, and then putting a cream on, an anti-age cream, and eye cream.
That's a lot.
And then like a sunblock cream with also moisturizer because like to keep like the sun away and also moisturize the skin and take care of the elasticity so I don't have any age lines when like so there was so much and I was like bombarded by like all this stuff and I'm just like my ADD like really set in and I was like I'm done.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's where my stuff comes into play where I like to make packs for people that don't like a lot of products. My 3 products or 4 can be used for all kinds of different reasons that I'm making skincare that's healthy for you easier. Because it does suck. It sucks having to do all of that. And as a woman, I would know because it's forced upon us at a very young age, which also sucks.
Yeah.
Pressure from society.
Joe, did you want to jump in? I heard you. Did you want to add anything? Or like,
you should.
I'm fascinated with the snail stuff. It's not really snail slime, right? It's just what they call it.
No, it's real snail slime. If you want to know how they get it, this is what they do. They take these snails, right, and they put these snails on a metal grate, and they stimulate them to secrete more slime because that's how snails move. They move through slime because they don't have appendages. So that's what they do. And then they collect all the slime, the actual slime that snails produce, and they like refine it and they use it. I'm telling you, Google it. I have it right upstairs. I should just run and go get it just so you can see the package. I have a whole YouTube video on it. And it's a thing, it's a thing,
Okay.
No snails are hurt in the process. They're just stimulated.
Become public. We were talking about cat eating last week, and that pales to snail slime. It just does. That you are applying snail slime on you.
But they don't. But they don't kill the snails. They just.
Well, you know what? Another good thing to use instead of snails is aloe vera.
Yeah, that's what I was. Because that's like it's not a snail. That's one thing going for it.
I actually made that Ramona's growth bomb. Will, I don't know if you had the opportunity to try that, but I'm more than happy to send it to you.
What was it?
Ramona's remedy.
No, I haven't.
I think oh my god, I forgot who I gave it to or who bought it. But it has just straight up aloe vera and oil. It's really sappy and really, really it helps grow your beard. I named it after my grandmother, and I'm not sure if I ever or even I had that opportunity to share the story. But my grandmother was trying to light up her oven or her stove, and this was like when they were the old ones, so it was fire. She burned off her eyebrows, and she burned off her eyebrows, and she just, she was an herbalist, so she made her own little concoction of these oils and the aloe vera, and rubbed the aloe vera and the oils in a circular motion. So wherever she rubbed the stuff, hair grew. So she had this like massive patch of hair.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was just been something that we've been using in my family forever, like to keep up with our eyelashes and our eyebrows and stuff like that. So I decided to make a beard balm out of it to help guys with their beards.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that segues to my next like question. Like, where did you learn all this skincare stuff from, and where did you learn like what works, and like basically what's your like background for skincare and products in general, you know?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like I mentioned, it's a part of my ancestral line. It's my homage, to pay to my grandmothers before me. All of us are Native American, and I hold such a strong honor in that opportunity to learn at a very young age. I did. My grandmother, my mom, they were always in the backyard messing with plants, growing stuff, having home, remedies. I've just always been surrounded by that, whether it was hunting or growing plants and, creating our own self-sufficient lifestyle. And since then, I lost it. I'm not going to lie. I lost that, opportunity to do this at a younger age. But I kind of touched base back with my roots, and I decided to pay forth, and make a business out of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so all right, so getting into this like beard community as a female owner, what are some of the obstacles that you have gone through, being a female owner in basically like a male space, because like there's not a lot of female cosmetic owners that make beard products. There's a few. I know of a few.
Yeah.
I have one locally in New Jersey that I'm going to buy her products. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to buy her products, and I'm going to put her on blast because, I mean, like, her gimmick is awesome, but there's not a lot. So, like, you're very rare,
I'm a unicorn.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm proud.
Unicorn. Yeah. So what are some of the, like, like any issues that you've run into or anything like that? Like any like, problems or anything like that? Or is anybody like
definitely.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, you want to bleep out some names?
Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of software, but you can feel free to do it on your own.
Beep. No, I'd like to start off with saying that it is true. We live in a male-dominated industry or world and society. And I've never, ever had the issue of communication or my confidence in anything that I've done. I know that I put my all into it. So I noticed stepping my toes into the beard industry, I've come across different types of men. The majority of them are respectful. And the majority of them are very, very persistent and loyal customers. Then you get the few that do doubt you because you are a woman and because you cannot grow a beard yourself. But that just concludes them in their own little circle of stupidity, right? Like, it's literally just ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can do is just educate them. We all grow hair. We all have the same needs. We all have, obviously there's difference between hormone levels, testosterone and estrogen. But other than that, there's no reason, that I should be doubted. Or another thing actually that just popped up in my head is that whenever someone mentions something that they're using of mine, it's a distinct concoction of scents and essential oils. And a lot of people are scared. They're scared of something new and they're scared of change. So seeing that, that men either doubt me or, oh, that doesn't sound like it smells good. Or they just have higher amounts of comments to make, I guess, or just, more doubt because I am a woman and I make soap. But like off of the Bearded Banjos YouTube review, a lot of soap makers make amazing scented products. We know what we're doing. It takes a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of persistence. And as a woman-owned business, I'd like to mention to everyone else that if you are a man, remember that it's awesome to support a woman-owned business. Because even if you have daughters if you have daughters, if you have nieces, obviously everyone has some type of woman in their life, you can take that little step and that initiative to make it more common for us so we can get the respect that we deserve.
I want to jump in here on that because I got to know, but Rocio came to my attention because of some posts she had made that were very personal and very bluntly candid and revealing. And I have 3 young daughters and a wife, obviously. And I just, some of the things that she was saying really resonated with me. And I think you're 100% right. I don't know. I don't want to try and psychoanalyze here, Rocio, but I think if you're a dad of a girl, it might be a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, you have a wife, and yeah, you might have had a sister, but when you are a dad of a girl, I think walking over that bridge might become a little bit easier. Because I had no problem when I was like, I've thought about buying your soap for Bella. And then I'm like, and she does beard stuff too. So I'll just get some because I love that shimmer idea. And the fact that you were female never entered the equation. What more interested me was all of because it was around that same time you were posting about your grandmother and her herbalist skills and things like that. And I'm just, these are like talents. Anything that has to do with your hands, I am horrible at. And so I always admire the artisans, the creators, the people that can, do stuff in a non-traditional fashion that, really works. We so rely on technology and chemicals and things. I love that whole natural vibe and that idea. So there's no end there. There's no natural spot of a stop. But I just wanted to say that that's how I felt when I encountered Rocio from afar. And then, we talked a little bit and I got some stuff.
And I appreciate that. I really do. Not a lot of people have that same perspective. And I'm happy that the majority of women today have taken a stance into dominating a business, any type of business. I actually went to this get-together purely for women entrepreneurs, and there is only one in the state of Arizona, one woman that owns her own brewery, and she hires all women. For every aspect of her business, she only hires women. Not because we want to make men any less or anything like that, but because it is so uncommon to have a woman-owned business in every aspect. It's actually kind of scary. So it's just a matter of taking the initiative to make a change, to make us more common, and to give my daughters the confidence to run my company the day I pass. I want them to know, like, hey, my mom was a boss. My mom did a thing on top of having a condition, on top of being a mother. She ran her own company. That's just a pretty big deal. And I'm looked at with respect when people ask me, what I do. And I go, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also run my own business. I'm a business owner. So I'm a breadwinner, and I get it.
Yeah. You're
And anyone who's mentally, I'm not just talking about our in-room audience, but anyone who still denigrates the idea of a stay-at-home mom, have a few kids and do it yourself. I learned that the hard way. There was an old J.C. Penney commercial I remember where the mom is out shopping for the holidays and it's the dad with one little baby, like a toddler, and the toddler's going nuts and he's trying to read his newspaper and he looks over it and he goes, "Where is your mother?" And We had a thing in my family. I've got 5 kids, Rocio, ages 26 to 13. So at any time, there's always been at least 3. And my wife and I made a deal. She would do all the Christmas shopping, and I would handle all the home stuff. Yeah. And I was a fairly new dad, and I learned in a hurry. You know, they're not getting paid, but this is a job for sure.
Oh,
it's hard. Will's like, it's hard.
Will, you know what I'm talking about over there?
Yeah, my wife was a stay-at-home mom for a long time. We homeschooled our kids up until this year, pretty much.
She's like, not me. I'm in kindergarten.
Not her.
I got to take a break. I'll be right back. I just got to run to the other room real quick. I'll be right back.
Cockroach legs under your eyebrows.
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll come back with my snail slime.
He's like, I gotta get more whiskey.
Yeah,
I gotta get more whiskey.
Man, you are good. All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, Will, what were you saying there? Were you gonna continue there?
No, just talking about stay-at-home moms and stuff. So yeah, it's a job for sure. I watch my kids most evenings and stuff, so
Yeah.
she's pretty good though.
Yeah, you can tell. I would have preferred if my wife stayed at home for a while, but if any family that can afford to do that, I think it's just the greatest thing because no one's going to care for those kids like their mom or dad. And and as a teacher, I can definitely see the benefits of parental interaction at a young age, reading to your kids, all that kind of jazz. You can definitely see that those kids are just set up for some sort of future success versus the kids who don't have that same sort of thing going on at home. So,
yep. And another cool thing about me, the fact that I'm actually running my own business, I stopped mentioning that I'm a stay-at-home mom. I kind of include that like, of course I'm a mom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's not even a give or take. I'm a business owner. So you need to respect me that way. I actually wanted to throw in another thing about being a woman business owner, especially in the beard community. I come across a lot of stereotypical harassment every now and then, or just.
Oh no!
Oh, we lost her.
No.
Lost her. Ruby, you're going to have to carry the show, dear. I mean, you're going to be the one carrying me and Dad right now. You're going to have to wow us with your skills, your tumbling skills with Hannah. I want to see some of that. All right. So we've got go do a double, Ruby.
She hit the wall.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Is that a hard floor too? There's no carpet there? And you are a daredevil, lady.
It was wet. We have like every floor we have wet. But the bathroom and downstairs and the kitchen, probably like by the stairs.
No carpet, that's what she's saying.
Yeah. Well, that makes it even tougher to do those tumbles.
We used to have a giant carpet, but Teddy peed on it a lot.
Yeah, we had a dog down.
Is Teddy a dog, a cat?
Dog.
It's a good trade, though. Dogs are good friends. You put up with a little pee sometimes, you know.
No.
Oh, no. Goodbye, Teddy. Did you show Teddy the door when he was peeing? Did you say, get out of here, Teddy?
I usually punch him.
Show him who's boss.
What happened? I left for like 2 seconds.
Well, we've learned some interesting things about the McMahon household. We have Teddy was the dog. Rocio just went kaput, and I hope you wet your whistle. And then you'll, because we're going long tonight, brother. So I hope that whistle is going to be real good and wet.
No, I had an issue to handle in the other room, but wow, she just
she was talking and she just went kablooey.
Oh no! Let's
so I'm gonna let you work on that. Yeah,
I'm gonna work on that and see what's going on here.
See who's saying what in the chat here.
Yeah, let's address the chat. There we go. Let's see.
I guess the harassment had enough. Oh, geez, Colin. Maybe Johnny's peeing on the carpet. Undoubtedly, Johnny is peeing on the carpet. There's no peeing there at all.
Not on the carpet.
No baby. I think Johnny
Although
cat box.
the litter box is not far.
Yeah.
Just put it that way. See,
my wife just said, and
Ruby like that one.
It's good for you, lady.
I've really
strong. Great recap. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Glad to see you stopped by, Ryan, my Utah brother. All right. So, where am I going to go from here? You know what I think I'm going to do, Johnny, while you're doing that? It's a little early, but I think we're going to do a little home sweet home.
Okay.
This is a new segment to Beard Therapy. Now, some of you out there might know that I do this little thing called United Beards of America. And we're kind of spinning off of that a little bit with our guests. So, Will, you are now on the hot seat, my friend. I am going to ask you a few trivia questions about your beloved state of Nebraska. And we're going to see how you do. Some are hard, some are easy, and I try to tailor them to the guests. Are you a sports fan, Will?
Kind of. You're going to ask about the Huskers?
Well, yeah, but not in a way perhaps that would be very upfront. Oh, something's happening. Hold on. Oh, all right. So here we go. Let's see what Will knows about Nebraska. Will, that is your state flag, sir. Can you?
They play football. They play football.
Can you tell me the importance of any of those images in that seal? We've got a guy working an anvil. We've got some shocks of wheat.
Well, the wheat's pretty obvious because we grow a lot of agricultural.
Good. Yeah.
There's a train there.
Yeah, there is a train there. And a steamboat as well.
Yeah, I can't really blow it up, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of my state history. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, Will. You don't have to. It's not necessarily state history. It's just interesting trivia about Nebraska. All right, so here we go. All right, let's throw the tough one at you first, and then the last three I think are very doable. Wait, okay.
All right.
What is the state flower of Nebraska, Will?
Oh, lilies. Lilies.
I don't think it's the daylily. It's a goldenrod.
Oh, man, I need a dinger. I need a dinger, Johnny Grooms. He just nailed that one. Ding, ding, ding.
Bing.
Look at that, Will. Here you're sitting there telling me you don't know much about your state, and you nailed it. That was the tough one, Will. All right, Will, here we go. What is significant about the city of Omaha in the context of baseball?
Irish.
They're not Irish. It's the College World Series.
Boom! The College World Series. Since 1950, Omaha has hosted the College World Series. All right. Two more, Will. Will, you're crushing this.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay, well, many people know the University of Nebraska at Lincoln's mascot is the Cornhuskers. But can you tell me any of the half dozen or more nicknames they had before they became the Cornhuskers?
Corn Palace.
They were the Bug Eaters.
You're on fire, dude.
I can only think
of answers.
And then the Huskers. I don't know where the Bug Eaters came from.
No, you're totally right. The Bug Eater. It was actually a derogatory term used for Nebraskans because at the time, I guess they thought Nebraska was a very rural and poor economic state. And so that's that.
I literally screamed so much when I saw a spider in our house.
Yeah.
I would too. I hate spiders, Ruby. Yeah. Well, you are 3 for 3 with also some credit going to that flag. Here's my last one. And this is the one I thought was easy. What non-carbonated soft drink was invented in Hastings, Nebraska in 1927?
I don't know. Lemonade?
It's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid!
You were close.
Ruby
was so close.
Will crushed it. He came on stage. He wasn't good at his stuff, and he nailed it. Well done, Will. Well done.
High five.
Oh, man.
That was good. He didn't know that was coming, Ruby. I just caught him, on flat-footed there. He didn't know it was going to be a little trivia challenge tonight.
Good. I like that. I like that segment though.
That was
I
good.
just
Nice.
because it's my favorite drink.
If we can get Rocio back on here, we're going to hit her up with some Arizona stuff between now and the end too.
I sent the message and didn't get anything back, so I don't know.
Tell him what he won, Johnny. Says Robert.
Let's see. What did he win? He wins. He wins the brand new created. just as the start of the stream happened, and it was Brian from Beards and Banjos that won the very first coveted beard therapy gold silver coin, which is used for nothing.
We'll take it.
It's so coveted that we don't even know what it looks like yet.
We don't know what it looks like yet. We don't know what will happen when you get at least 10. But you have one. Will has one, and so does Brian. So once we reach 10, we'll see.
I'm giving Will 2 because all Brian had to do was show up, and Will had to answer the question. We're giving Will 2.
The first one to comment will get 1 silver. And anybody who answers a trivia question correctly, the first one will get 2 silver. Okay. And we'll just keep this gag going. And then once whoever gets 10, will be up to them to keep the count up, because I'm not going to keep the count up.
He wins some snail slime. He wins some snail slime straight from New Jersey.
That's right. I get you. Back to the snail slime. What happens is that some people actually pay to lay down and have actual snails walk along their face, because that's how good the snail slime is good for your skin.
Now I know in Vietnamese nail parlors in Virginia, they imported a fish that would chew off your dead foot skin.
Yeah. This is the same kind of deal.
Idea, where you're using a natural animal to do something for you.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember that tripped me up, and I was like, that's actually a pretty cool idea. You just chill with your feet in some water, and this fish just comes and nibbles away all your dead skin. Well, I guess there were some legal issues. Some things popped up. But I don't know if they're still allowed to do that, but I remember when that hit the news.
Because if you look and you see under my eyes, right, I have these dark circles, right? And I've had them for as long as I can remember. Because I'm a chronic asthmatic, a lot of oxygen doesn't get into my blood, which causes these dark circles. And so, yeah, and and I get these lines and everything. So I was like, oh, how can I lighten up these dark circles? And I did a lot of Googling, a lot of research, and one of the things was this snail slime thing. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, because I've been using creams and rollers and all these other products to try and lighten up these dark circles. And I'm not alone. There's a big part of the male community that has these dark circles, and even some females that like to try to lighten it up. But women get to use makeup and things like that to lighten up their dark circles. But I'm not going to be wearing foundation. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to wear foundation all day. So I want to try to like get rid of it another way. So one of the things was hydration. So I went out and I got rollers and all this other eye cream and shit to hydrate my skin so I wouldn't have these dark circles, but there they still sit. And so like the last thing I tried was these snail patches, and I just have to keep using them over and over and over again. I'm supposed to use them every night, but I don't use them every night because after the day, I'm so tired that I'm not gonna. And plus, to get the patches out of the jar is a task in itself. They give you this little tiny spatula, right? And like, there's so many patches, like they're glued together, so you have to like pry it out. And I just don't have I
want a video on the Johnny.
Yeah, I have the video. The video is up there. It's already there. I did this months ago. I did this months ago, and like I put the patches on my eyes and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna update this in about a month, see how it is. And then like 3 weeks in, I was like, yeah, no, this is not happening. So like, then
you heard it here first, folks. Go to Johnny Green's channel and look for the snail slime stuff. All right, Brett.
company called Mizan, Mizan. That's the company that makes it. It's from Korea. Like when I opened the box, like everything was in Korean. But surprisingly, when I opened the box on the inside, it had like drug facts, like if you would buy like something in a regular drugstore in English. So there you go.
Now, the question that begs asking, so I'm going to ask it is, how in the hell does Mrs. Grooms put up with all this shit that you pull on her?
She ignores me. She just totally ignores me and just like continues on with her day. She thinks I'm a crazy person. But like, you know, okay, so Brett is asking, why do you use snail slime? To answer the question.
You open the door.
The reason why.
You answer it though. It's for the rings.
Yeah, it's for the snail slime is supposed to get rid of the dark circles and the lines from your eyes.
Yeah, we did that.
So that's why the snail slime.
I think that was another post before you got in there.
Well, he asked at 9:29. It's 9:31.
Brett,
so he just asked that question.
Brett, you got to listen. You got to listen. You know why you got to listen? Because I cannot listen to snail slime explanation twice. I just can't. I can't because I'm just going to fall down that hole. When I get off tonight, I'm going to be all up in Google snail slime. All right? Because Johnny comes up with the weirdest stuff that I love.
So, like, when I first got it, I was like, you know what? This may stink. This may smell bad. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be like the cosmetic product that it is. But it really is they really do refine it, and you don't smell. There's no funky smell. It smells really good. It smells like, floral. And when you wear it, and what happens is that you wear it, and you leave it on your eyes for about a half hour, so like it dries out. So when it dries out and you peel it off, you feel like this refreshed feeling, and whatever's left over, they instruct you to massage it into your skin. And when you do, like, you feel like this invigorated feeling into your skin. So it feels like it works, I was just too lazy to keep up with it, and talking about it now, like when this is over, I may go slap some eye patches on, because I bought the damn thing. I might as well just use it, what I'm saying?
Look at Acker's comment. Johnny.
What did he say?
I can barely get a balm oil combo out of my wife. Yeah, Johnny gets a snail slime.
Yes.
From Korea. What am I doing wrong?
Not only did I get the slime snail, the snail slime from Korea, I got the hell pour. It's called hell pour mask, and it's supposed to be the most painful pore removing mask like on the market. And I searched it. I Googled it. I said, give me something that's going to hurt. I want to rip layers of skin off my face. I want to be in pain. Because there was all these videos online of everyone like trying to take black masks off their face, and like they were like, crying. There was a few, there's a chick that put it all up on her face, and she's trying to peel this black mask off her face. And she's literally screaming like, and like going like this and like waving and being all dramatic. So my mission was to completely debunk that entire genre of videos. And I did, because I bought the most painful mask on the market, and I Googled like, what's the most painful mask in the market? And I put it on my face, and it wasn't painful at all. And I did a video, and I peeled it off, and I was just like, yeah, this doesn't hurt. And I ripped it right off like it was nothing. And
yeah, but you acted in that video. You sold like it did hurt, because I watched that.
Yeah, I did. I sold it, and then I was just like, yeah, this doesn't hurt. It's all BS, because everyone on YouTube has saying that this shit hurts. It doesn't hurt. And I put it real thin too. I made sure to put it real thick and real thin. Like I really wanted to make it hurt. Like I wanted to feel the pain, And like, I don't know, maybe my skin is, not as sensitive as they were, but it didn't hurt at all. Like it didn't hurt maybe on the very edge here. It hurt a little bit where a tear would come down, but nothing like I would be screaming for over, So like, Yeah, that's what I did with, and that was from Korea also. So, because Korean skincare is real weird. Yeah,
Johnny, I'm jumping in here with an observation. We got a few loyal listeners in the house. I am going to observe and bet that Johnny Grooms has spoken more tonight on this beard therapy, and we're only halfway through it, than he has spoken on every other beard therapy combined previous. What I want to hear from you guys in the chat is why. What is getting Johnny to just talk like I want him to talk? I want to hear that voice. Is it the slime? Is it something else? You guys throw some reasons out there.
That's no slime.
I haven't used a snail slime in so long, you know?
All right. So I'm going to assume that Rocio is not coming back until I see differently.
Yeah, I guess as soon as I don't know. Like this happened last time because she had a live and it was so funny because it freaked me out for a second because she had a knock on the door and then her live went dead. And the last image of her was like, it looked like a face of distress. So I took a screenshot and I said, I don't want to show it because I don't want to get her mad. Like, you know, hell have no fury of a woman's scorn.
Right.
So like, you know what I mean? So like, which I think she probably would laugh at it if I showed it. But I sent it to her and I was like, this is the last image we saw of you. So if you don't come back and something happened to you, this is it. You know, like, because it was like a horror movie. You know, like a horror movie happens and like there's a knock on the door, there's a noise, and you go and search for it, and like the person disappears. So that's what happened. That's what happened to her. That's what happened to her. She had a knock on the door. She put this face on, like she didn't expect anybody to be at the door, and then the whole live went dead. So all it was her face frozen on camera, and the chat was still going, and it was like, holy shit, like. Maybe I was the only one concerned because I watch a lot of horror movies and I'm like, this is exactly how horror movies happen. You know, like this is exactly how what happens before like the paranormal entity or the person who is like home invading just kills the person in the room, you know? And then like, so I've seen movies like this and I'm like, so I sent her the photo and I was like, this is the last photo we saw of you. Like, are you okay? You know, I'm legit concerned. And she's like, "Oh yeah, it was just the Amazon guy." But yeah, so her signal, I don't know where she is. Maybe it's just not that great,
right?
But I don't know. I don't know if she's trying to get back on or
All right, well then let's do our beer company of the week, Johnny. Well, we got a little time here.
Okay, let me bring it up. I have it up.
Company, I was choosing it with Rocio in mind. I wanted to maybe have her comment. I have bought product from the company, so I can't speak to at least some of their product, but they've got a lot of stuff. And
they do.
John's, and I think is it handmade soap? Is that I can't read the URL, Johnny?
It says it's just Dr. John's handcraftedsoap.com. All right. One word.
So this is a guy, he's out of Ohio. This is a guy that does soap, that does male grooming across the board, like wet shave products out of Arizona. We've got balms, we've got oils, we've got shaving soaps, we've got shaving creams, we got razors. And as Johnny is scrolling through here now, Johnny, stop right there on that. No, go down. Okay, right there. Right, no, pull down, or pull up just a little. Pull up just a little bit. Okay, I've got that one right there. That flowers in the dark. That's a really interesting scent. He's all vegan. He uses nothing but essentials. So if you are one of those kinds of folks that likes that all natural vibe, maybe you're not into fragrance and stuff. The scents are definitely unique. I have Propaganda, I have Flowers in the Dark, and I have this other pirate one I think called Anne Bonning. I can't remember exactly. He made a cologne. Go back to that main page, Johnny. Now, it's an expensive cologne. I was actually rather shocked when I saw its price. Go up just a little bit, Johnny. I think it's there right. Yeah, right there.
The Blood Oath? Yeah, the Blood Oath. I was like, what the hell?
What is that, $85?
It's $83.
$83. I mean, that's spending. That's but it is, I guess, I haven't bought any colognes. I've only bought oils from the man. But he's got a lot of interesting stuff. If you're one of those kind of guys that just like to browse beard companies, see what other folks are doing out there, he's got a ton of stuff to look at. Let me see what's going on there.
Yeah, I saw the website and I was like, you know what? When I first started to like envision my my Johnny Groom's product company and all that stuff, I was like, holy crap, this is kind of like what I was envisioning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his whole the whole style that he's got going on here, all the products that he has. I was like, holy crap, this is like kind of was like my vision brought to life, and it's pretty cool to see it. You know,
there's that propaganda there in the middle. Notice this, and there's the other one, the Anne Bonny. That's the label for it. That's the soap, and I got the oil. All the labeling is different.
Yeah,
he designs the labeling for the scent. He doesn't have a straight label. Sometimes, as we see there on the right, you're right where you are there with the Hydra, he appears. The Dr. John's logo appears. Sometimes it does not.
I like the propaganda.
Yeah, the propaganda.
That's a pretty kick-ass logo. I mean, like art right there. I like that a lot. Holy shit.
Now, when you look at his prices, $20, note that's for 2 ounces of oil. Okay? So that's a pretty good price at $10 an ounce.
$10 an ounce, yeah. Oh, I think we're there she is. Yay, she's back.
Finally. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, there you are.
She's back.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Now,
Everything
I was
sounds good?
Rocio, we were just doing something we call Beard Company of the Week, where we try and shine some light on companies that maybe people don't know as well as a lot of the companies. And I chose this one in particular because I thought it meshed very well with where you are philosophically and hair-wise. He's out of Ohio. It's called Dr. John's. He's all vegan, all natural, all essential kind of stuff. But he does the whole line of men's grooming. It's not just beard oil balm. He does shaving, cream, soaps, all that jazz. So that's what we were in the midst of doing when you came up in here.
Okay, so you can hear me. Everything's good.
Everything's good. Yes.
Okay, because my phone, it died and I didn't realize that, but it's because I have a newer iPhone, so you can't charge your phone and listen at the same time.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the adapter.
Yeah.
Or the wireless charger.
But that's really, really cool. I've never actually heard of his company before, so I'm glad that you pulled that up.
He has razors for sale too.
Notice that he's got double-edged blades there.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got the liquid cologne. He's got the solid cologne. He's got pomades, which we see in the jars there.
Yeah.
Just a lot of stuff. I was drawn to his labeling, his marketing. I really dig his labeling.
Yeah.
And then I bought, like I said, the oils I did. I will tell you this. All 3 of those oils are like nothing you've smelled. They are completely unique. And they may be, in their uniqueness, they're not going to be for everyone, I would say for sure.
Yeah.
I love one. I like one. And I'm kind of neutral on the third.
Oh, yeah.
Reggie's.
Oh. Look at that. I love that.
Yeah, the whimsical kind of cartoony label. And then he's got the one that almost looks like a classical painting.
That's fat.
17th century, 18th
That's
century.
Big Chungus.
What's that, Ruby?
I think that's Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
It's a meme.
Oh,
She's like, I'm practicing my meme game.
I think Johnny might have had some Big Chungus tonight.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Will got it.
You know what? Speaking about labeling, and I did want to bring this up. I know a lot of men. That's actually why I included different labeling for all of my products, because a lot of men appeal to product labeling.
Yeah.
And I completely understood at one point. Not every guy is going to look at my stuff with succulents and advertise that, feel comfortable advertising that, or even assume that that's a beard company as well. So a lot of my stuff, my beard line in particular, has the Francis logo. That is our last name, and that's my husband on the logo, which is really, really cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I know I was really excited to come out with that, and I try and make my products, and I hope everyone hears me out here, the labeling for everyone to feel comfortable buying. Not overly masculine, not overly feminine, just something that everyone can look at and both agree on, or all agree on, that it's a great product. So it's clean, it's professional looking, it's appealing to the eye. Because I know before I started making beard products, I'd look for something for my husband, and I kind of felt thrown off, by some of the labeling, or just the way it was advertised towards men. And I want any type of man, whether they're feminine or masculine, to feel comfortable buying my stuff. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Johnny, did you have anything more for Rocio?
I think I think we're good. I think I've addressed
I
all.
can't hear you, Johnny.
You can't hear me?
No. I mean, I
Can you hear
can
me
hear your
now?
lips pretty good.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Joe, can you hear me?
I can't hear
I can hear you.
you. Okay, so it's
just
just.
she left and came on, and came back.
Oh, so it's just me then.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you-
that sucks.
can-
someone
Rocio,
relay
can
what
you-
he's saying?
Can you hear Joe? Can she hear you?
Yeah.
Will, do you want to be my interpreter?
Sure. I will definitely be your turn.
That's crazy.
Whatever.
Wayne O'Neill.
Literally.
It's okay. Lori. All right, Rocio, we're going to do, now while you were gone, we debuted a brand new segment on the Beard Therapy called Home Sweet Home.
Oh, cool.
And what we did is I did it with Will, and Will crushed it. And what it is going to be is some trivia about your beloved Arizona. And
Oh,
we're going
okay,
to see
cool.
how much you know about Arizona, at least in these questions. First thing we're going
that's
to
gonna
start
be-
off with is your flag. Do you know any of the, like, whether it's the coloring or the striping or the star, any significance there in the flag that you know?
You know what? I know that there's something to do with the stripes, but I cannot tell you.
Yes.
I know I can't tell if it's a battalion or the state, something having to do with the year that the state was being made. I cannot tell you.
Okay. What I read on the stripes, two things. A, that looks like sunbeams. B, it's the colors of the Spanish that settled over there. We're looking for the lost city of Cibola, looking for gold there. So that, and there are 13 of them to match the original 13 colonies from what I read.
Okay, yeah. So then I was, yeah.
Yeah. Now, anything about that star, that copper-colored star?
I can't tell you. I mean, growing up, I heard multiple versions of what that meant.
Okay.
But then again, that might be because, of my culture. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I read it was because copper is such a huge industry in Arizona.
Yeah, it's the Red Mountains, copper. That's one of the top selling things here, at least where they thought that they could find the highest amount of copper back then before it was settled.
Okay. All right. So now,
I know the birthday.
well, hold on, because I think that might be one of our questions here. Let's dive into that. All right. So we got 5 questions of varying difficulty, and I tried to, from what little I know of you and Will, I tried to kind of tailor the questions a little bit to the personalities of you that I know. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one was the flag. So here are our next ones. What year was Arizona added to the Union?
Well, I just know that it was February 14th, 1912.
Woo! She's hot. She's hot. It's one of the.
You know why I remember that?
Go ahead.
That's my grandmother's birthday.
Really?
Yeah. So
The
on
day
the
and year?
paperwork, like the day and the year, yes. Like the day she was born, they were like, "Oh, here's some number. Wait, where is state again?" on her birth certificate. That's what I was always told growing up. Like we made it a joke, but we were here in the U.S. and in the state before it even became a state. So.
Right, right. Because it and New Mexico and maybe one more, and Alaska and Hawaii were the only ones that made it in the 20th century. So it's one of the newest states. Yeah. All right, you're 1 for 1. All right. What's significant about the village of Supai? Supai. Have you ever heard of that village? What's significant?
I mean, I've heard of Yavapai, like the county, but Supai, I'd probably have to.
You might know of it when I tell you the answer. Supai is a village at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
Okay, all right. And the other fact is it's the only mail route delivered by mule in the United States.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? They actually, there was something on the news about how they're trying to make it like a tourism spot. Like they're trying to take from that village, and they're protesting against that actually.
Now, I've got to assume, Rose, correct me if I'm wrong, that village has been established there for a very long time.
Yeah, that's just always been there. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I mean, well, if you think about it too, Pueblo Indian, we were up in the mountains before it was even a thing to, like our villages were in the mountains.
Right.
So.
And that is a native population in that village, correct?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
That's really funny that you brought that up. That's cool.
2 more. What? 2 more. Hold on. What is the possible maximum penalty for cutting down a saguaro?
Well, I've done that before.
It will regenerate.
If I'm not in prison, then I can't tell you.
I know.
My source work said that you could get up to a year in prison for cutting down a saguaro. Yeah.
Sorry.
What's that?
Well, I mean, we cooked it. If that counts, we cooked it.
Well, and hold on, and I'll get to that. Johnny, those are the huge, when you think of giant desert cactuses, that's the saguaro.
Yeah. Oh, is that the ones that are like this?
Yes.
With the hands?
I know, Rocio, that whale hunting is prohibited, say for certain native tribes like up near Alaska, because it's part of their cultural heritage. So there may be some stipulation to that law. I didn't get into it that deep. All right, last one for you, Rocio. What animal does Arizona have 13 species of, more than any other state?
I don't know. What the hell? Sorry, Ruby. HE double hockey sticks.
Snake.
Is it? Okay, yeah, snake.
Yes! Rattlesnake.
She's like, Rocio.
Good job. Arizona has 13 different types of rattlesnake. How scary is that?
I want to tell you a really cool story.
Yeah. I knew that.
It's about 10 years old. I went camping with one of my tíos, my tío Mike. And they actually got a rattlesnake and we ate it. And I remember using the skin and, preserving it and keeping the rattle. But it wasn't because, we just wanted to kill it just to kill it, but it was more of like a traditional thing that we did. I know that I'm a vegan company, but we pay homage to a lot of the animals that we do, eat.
Mm-hmm.
And it tastes like chicken. So if you guys ever accidentally run one over, or if, you happen to need to kill it because it's you should just walk away. You should never kill it. But if needed, you can cook it and it tastes like chicken.
Where are you?
Did you just decapitate it so you didn't have to worry about the venom sacs?
Yes.
Okay.
We were able to produce some venom. I remember him doing something with the venom, but I can't tell you what he did with it.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm not
then you should see my mom.
What's that?
You should see my mom then. My mom's, oh my God. If we were able to put pictures on here, my mom's, she's a whole other level.
Well, thank you for playing Home Sweet Home with us, Rocio. I appreciate that. And hopefully we taught our studio audience a little bit about Nebraska tonight and a little bit about Arizona. All right, Johnny G. Maybe some time for a reaction. He's not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, you.
Oh, my cat was trapped. I didn't know she ran into the other room.
Cat issues, Rocio.
I heard
Okay,
like
cat issues.
I heard like meowing, and I'm like, what the fuck is that meow?
Cats are
No
kind
problem, Ruby. No problem, Ruby. No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to make another observation. Johnny has been leaving that room a lot tonight. All right, that's all I'm going to say.
Twice.
We have a well.
Really once. Really once. It's a big
All
room.
I'm saying is in every previous beard therapy, you have never left that chair. You're talking the most tonight than you ever have, and you've left the room twice. I think we see some correlation going on here. I'm not going to speculate to what the correlation is, Johnny. I don't know if you're now all of a sudden sucking that slime down in some sort of weird, pseudo ceremony because you don't want to do other things on air. I don't know, but there's something going on here. All right. So what I was saying was, do you have a reaction video?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
do.
sorry.
I
was
You know
setting
what,
up.
Joe? I was thinking the reason why I probably can't hear him is because he has a line in versus you guys don't have any lines in.
No, because he can hear you. We've had this happen once or twice before, Rocio, where someone will drop and then they'll come back in and they might not be able to hear one or more.
Oh, okay.
I think it's something with the software.
Let her know to try to like maybe just like come out and come right back in. Maybe they'll fix it.
We'll see. We've had this happen once before, Rocio. Could you leave and try and hop back on?
On the same one? Okay.
Yeah, and see if that fixes it.
Okay, hold on. Really quick. Make sure that someone adds me, though. Okay?
Okay, definitely. Johnny's got you. Look at him.
Yeah, I was just fucking with her. I do that to deaf people, and I'm sorry I do that. But if I notice you have a hearing aid, I'll start talking to you, and then and then you have to like read my lips and think that I'm not really talking to you, and I'll go in and out like that. Yeah.
Johnny, I want you DMing me when you rewatch this.
Huh?
I want you DMing me when you rewatch this.
Oh. Is it
Because
bad?
I love you tonight. I love you tonight. I want this every beard therapy.
Let me try to get your reaction thing going on here. Let's see. I had all these things up. All right.
What'd she say?
I see Neil in there. I need hello to him.
Yes,
Hi, Wayne.
you said something about you. I
Hi,
can't
Wayne.
believe you're this quiet.
The only thing is that this is definitely 100% not kid friendly.
Which one are you using? What you came up
The
with?
one you sent me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not kid friendly at all. It's like I watched it and I was like, holy sh.
Will, I just want to quit myself. I was the one that DM'd Will today and said I'd be a good boy in front of Ruby, and I have been. I thought I was going to be the one that we had to worry.
Can you hear me now?
Johnny, yeah, I can. Hey, no, okay. So how much longer do we have on here? Because I feel bad that I got cut off, so I wasn't sure if there was any more questions that you needed to ask me or anything like that.
10:30 is what we're going to go to, but you guys can go as long or as little, in the next half hour.
I think I'm good. Like I touched on everything that needs to address with you, and so yeah, I think we can move on safely.
Okay, cool.
If anything else, I'll just DM.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I was actually after this, I'm going to be working on your order. So, yay!
Yeah, I made it without the wife because like my wife is funny because she'll be like, "Oh, you know what? Don't do this without me. Don't do that without me." Like I haven't seen Spider-Man because I've been waiting for her to see Spider-Man. So like I was like, and she's like, "Don't make this soap order without me because I want to." So I was like, "All right, fine. You know what? What I'll do is I'll order like the 1 cent, another cent," and I'm like, "All right, this is for her." I really only ordered like one thing for myself, and it's the square bar. Everything else I ordered for her. because like
Yeah.
she was like, I love that bath bomb and I should be in glitter all the time.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, yeah, you deserve to be shimmering and shining all the time. I don't care.
You're like, I
Whatever.
just want to shimmer myself.
Yeah. You know,
know
I like
what?
to
I was
to
gonna-
relax with lavender every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, now that I have the opportunity to, do you want me to make your bar in an egg style round shape so it's easier to hold rather than a square?
No, you know why I wanted a square is because I know like she won't touch it if it's a square. Because like if it's a square and it's like, you know, not easy for her to use, she won't use it.
Okay.
So like
yeah.
I kind of want it for me. That's why I ordered that one like on the side for me, because the rest of it is really for her, you know. And
Do you have a snail mold, Rocio? Snail
Yeah.
mold?
I actually
maybe
do.
snail
I have
shape.
like a snail. Yeah, I have little animals. I have for Halloween. I actually have pumpkins and crossbones and stuff like
That's
that. Too.
cool.
Yeah. So if
Johnny can
anyone
wash
wants,
his eyes with a snail before he gels them with their slime.
I've been holding on to this bath bomb for me.
Oh,
This one? Yeah, I've been holding it on for me because it's, oh my God, it smells so good.
you know what? I also have another mold that I'm pretty sure everyone knows that we're talking about, but it's adult contact only. So if
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
wants that mold,
It's 8
hit me
inches, right?
it's
Last we heard, it's 8
$1
inches.
per-
It's $1 an inch.
But it's real. It's $1 per inch. Pretty
So-
big. Yeah.
You can
But,
you can
if
order.
anyone-
Was without the exact same, except instead of Ariana, it's put Isabella.
Yeah.
Did you spell?
oh, I'm doing dad stuff. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, I'm like, what is that noise?
Do I got to do this?
It's for Bella, but look, yes.
No, you-
Hey guys, we got to cut out a little early so Ruby can get to bed here.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, man.
This
But
was-
it's been fun, and we'll look forward to our coin we won.
Yeah, two. You want two of them, Will.
We won 2.
At the very least, we should design one so you can see what it looks like. Right,
I would
Johnny?
Good night, Ruby.
Yeah.
Night, night, we'll see.
Night.
Good night, Will.
Night. Thanks for having us on, here, guys.
on. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 She is so cute.
Yeah, like we were talking about that dick mold. You know?
Yeah. So basically, back to the dick mold. No, in all seriousness, I think that like if any guys are buying products like beard products, and you're like, you know, you see that your wife is like, oh my God, I want soap too. Just get her a dick mold.
Yeah.
She'd be in the restroom jacking off the dick for bubbles the entire time, and she would not bother you.
Just know it's an 8-inch dick mold. So if you're any less than that and you feel threatened, don't order the dick mold. Because what I hear also, it's
extremely
pretty
veiny.
it's pretty veiny at the same time.
Oh.
You know what? You know what too? And I was laughing because the mold even includes. I'm pretty sure it includes like little mini
Ball
hairs
sack?
on the balls. Yeah. and
Really?
there's ball sack. Yeah.
Really
there's ball
ha-
sack.
Little hairs on the balls?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, well, if I take the time to put a suction cup on it, maybe that'd be like even more interesting. Not for internal use, but just.
I was
like,
just about to ask, is that safe for vaginal use? I mean, like, I know you're not
But
supposed
they
to
do.
flush that with soap. At least that's what I hear, you know? That's why they got Summer's Eve and all this other
Oh
stuff.
God. They do make vagina molds, so I'm thinking about like having a line like that, like purely for gag gifts, like just straight up. Is Joe okay? Did I give him a hard
Joe,
attack?
you all right there?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I was just letting you guys talk about all this.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Hey,
Woo. The greatest part of all this is the moment Ruby left, you guys exploded. 1 foot from me was my 15-year-old boy. And he's like doing his absence slip, looking at me with the corner of his eye. And I'm like, you have dick mold. What am I going to do? It's a dick mold. It's a reality thing. Not much I can do about it.
I'm seriously just honestly just trying to market it as much as possible now because I know I wouldn't be able to do that publicly at all on Instagram. Just throwing that out there. If anyone wants a dick mold.
I mean, yeah, it's really good for like bachelorette parties and stuff like that because like they forget like I mean between the straws and like all the other stuff that I don't know if you ever seen Joe, have you ever seen like bachelorette parties like novelties? It's all penis.
Oh yeah, like ice molds. I've seen dick ice molds.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Yeah,
they got cakes that ejaculate like cream.
Yeah,
like
what's wrong with that?
Like yeah, it's really bizarre, man. I don't know why do women like I guess I don't know like because they don't have a dick like
maybe
they obsessed with like the penis like they want as many penises around as much as possible during the bachelorette party like
fake ones yes but I can tell you now if you got to put in the work they're not that fun so it's just like playing with it. I was actually making a joke saying I should make myself one so I can make one arm super buff and then just prepare myself for future endeavors. My husband agreed. So it'll be a good workout on this side.
Why is it that we lost the railroad dude when we needed him most right here?
I know. Well, we joke like that all of the time. Anyways, the way we message each other is actually really funny. I know I try and keep my professional image there, but I mean, I grew up with men. I grew up in a all men household.
Yeah.
I can't really say that there's I can't always keep that, inside. It's going to come out sooner or later. So
that's awesome.
Just throwing that out there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up. I have been being good all night. Some guy, Ryan C says, some guys would like rubbing that all over their face. Not me personally, but no judgment here. Are you talking about the dick mold? The dick mold?
Yeah, or the dick mold soap, like some guys would just like, really like to, wash their face with that.
Oh,
It
hey, goes on in the privacy of your own shower.
Think about it. It would be fun. You're creating bubbles and then you're doing something that you already are going to do most likely later on that week, but you're making bubbles out of it. So that's just the reality of the situation. It's true and you cannot deny it.
No denial here.
You can't. It's true.
No comment.
I know that they make fleshlight molds, and I was thinking honestly it'd be funny as hell to make like an anatomy collection of my soaps.
Yo, that is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like boobs are fun. Boobs are fun. Like vaginas, I'm sure. Like you can make. There's vagina molds.
Yes.
So. I mean, why not? You're like, as long as there's a hole involved, I'm good.
I can see a little handheld like vagina.
Yeah.
And like, the you just rub it on your face,
Yeah.
You just clean up,
Something like instead of squeaky clean, like pussy clean or something like that.
There you go. That's it.
For the beard.
He's ordering his right now. He wants the dick soap, so we'll see if he follows through. Brett says he prefers soap, and Wayne says, lick that. I don't know which that we're licking, but I've heard you should never put soap into your mouth unless you're a child, but then now that just got really dark.
Now, Wayne.
Of this one.
I don't know who Wayne is, but he had a great idea with the dick soap. There it is. Anal cleaning. You slap a suction cup on that, put it on the wall. You have the cleanest butthole like in your town. I mean, internal, external. Internal.
Oh my god!
I've actually, honestly, I've mentioned making a couple dick soaps to send to like a few exes of my husband's and like my ex-mother-in-law. And I think that'd be fun. Like if you guys ever just want to pull a joke on someone. order a dick mold and just send it to the address where they live.
Okay, so it is 8 inches long, right? So that's like
Yeah.
Right now, what's the circumference on that? Like, how
The
thick
girth,
is it? Not the girth. Yeah, I guess the girth. What's the girth of the dick mold?
I'm pretty sure that it's about 3 inches.
Wow,
That's girthy.
that's a lot. You know what?
That's a
In
2
terms
job.
of like soap material, that's gotta be like a lot of soap material. No,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah, it's about,
how many bars is that? If you were to equate that into bars, like, how many bars of soap would the average dick mold? 8 inches, 3 inches girth, like with the ball sack and the little hairs, like.
I honestly think it would be like a good 7-ounce bar soap. 7 or 6 ounces.
Okay.
That'll last you.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're just there playing with it all day, but
You may actually save money buying the dick soap than you would a regular bar soap.
Yep.
Hella
That's
Fat is
true.
on fire. Some inside jokes there from Hella Fat. If you've been around this community a while, you get what he's talking about. But
Does anyone have Chesapeake's address? Oh my god.
Phil is
He's about
lighting
to
up in the
get
room today,
beat.
baby. He's about to get
So, okay, in all honesty, I saw something of his, and it kind of like really got close to the same exact type of smell that I made. And I can't recall exactly at this time. I think it's like tobacco and mint, but I was like, that looks really familiar, to me. And I honestly blocked him, and that's why I don't disclose any of my smells anymore, because I'm scared of people stealing my stuff.
It's been known to happen.
Yeah. And that sucks, that happens. But also another thing too, if anyone has noticed, I'm not sure, but I do have my bar soaps on Crusher's website.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
she does. And shout out to Crusher for introducing Morning Mist to the entire beer community, because I think it was Crusher that like just put that in the forefront.
Yep.
And like, yeah. So shout out to
really
Mr. and Mrs.
Really.
Crusher.
Yes,
I wish they were here. They should be here in the chat.
Yeah, Mrs. Crusher really hypes Morning Mist, but then I've seen Brian jump in on the comments saying stuff as well.
Yeah,
but Mrs. Crusher has really been a champion for Morning Mist.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm very thankful, and it's been a great opportunity from the both of them. They've done a lot for me. But I think I've always said, a champion sees a champion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've always grown up thinking. You should never push anyone down or talk anyone down. You should only give them tips to do better.
This is true. Yes.
So
this live spun on a dime the moment little Ruby went to bed. Spun on a dime.
Well, I'm sure if Will would have participated a hell of a lot more, if he could.
Yeah.
I just psyched myself up all day to say, be good, be good, be good. There's a little girl that could be present.
Yep.
I didn't even think that she would be on. I kind of like, I knew like, all right, that's her dad and all that stuff, but I didn't imagine that she would be on. So when I saw the baby, I was like, I call them all babies. I was like, oh no, there's a baby on here. I know she's like 6 or what is she, like 7 or 8 or something like that?
No, she's 6.
No, she's kindergarten, so that's like 5.
All right, yeah, she's the same age as my son, so like they're all babies to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh no, this baby here.
Rocio, my boy Ryan C out of Utah, kind of close to your home, wants to know your website.
morningmistsoapco.com.
Did you get that, Ryan? One more time, please, Rocio.
morningmistsoapco.com.
Awesome. Ryan, I have tried 2 of her balm. Well, the balm's the same, but I've tried 2 different scents. One was glittery and one was shimmery. I just want you to know that. And I also tried her soap. I was supposed to co-review it with Bella, but then Bella being 13 and doing all Bella things, she backed out of the review. So I wasn't going to take the little shimmer bar she had, but I did use the soap, and I absolutely love the soap. And it was a very feminine floral scent, as I said in my my video about it, and it didn't bother me at all. I loved it. I thought it was very nice. I have not. Until I got to this beer community, I didn't give a damn what I put under my arms, what I put on my face. But the thing I am now really converted on, due to two companies, yours, Rocio, and one other, is all natural soaps. I really want to try to stay with, even though they cost a lot more than man, it's like what, $1 a bar or less than that, depending on what you buy. I really like the way my skin reacts and the way I feel with all natural soaps.
Yep. And you know what? Another thing too that I want to mention is when I make soaps, for every order, it's personalized to you. So you will never get another soap like that. And that takes a lot of hard work. I mean, I'm busting a sweat in the kitchen with kids hanging off of my titty sometimes and my leg.
Yeah.
Making your products, and realize, that's just being real. It is. I kind of want to make a podcast with me making this, because it's insane the amount of everything that I go through just to keep my company going. It's actually quite hilarious. But you will never have anyone else that has that same exact smell as you. And that's pretty damn special.
Yeah, it is. And I want to follow up on that real quick. Wayne, though, said, you bet my head glittered. It was actually for my beard, sir. I didn't think about using it on my head. I could have, because Rocio's balm is very butter-like. It's a very soft conditioning kind of balm. It's not a firm, holdy kind of balm. Okay. Now, here's the question I had for you, Rocio, for all the guys out there, because I remember when I purchased, you and I DM'd a little bit. Talk about the scent possibilities for your oils and balms.
So on my website, I actually have the option of doing earthy, citrus, floral, cologne, and a linen scent. My linen scent is just like pure cotton. It literally just smells like clean cotton. But my cologne, I do have a couple of cologne blends. They're mainly like more deeper, masculine, like store-bought cologne, like high-end cologne, but made of essential oils. And it doesn't smell like cheap cologne. I'm very, very picky about the way cologne smells. Obviously, I'm a woman, so I know when a guy wears good cologne. And I wanted to keep that high-end smell in there for the guys that like to smell like a fresh barbershop, etc., all that specific smell. My earth smells are more of like a eucalyptus, rosemary, thyme, neroli, real earth blends. I have some that smell like rain because of the creosote plant that I use from Arizona. That literally just smells like wet rain. There's some that I can make a blend that smells like soil, and that's more of using a mixture of like frankincense and stuff like that. So that's where you're getting the earth smell from. Citrus is all fresh essential oils from the pill. So you're getting grapefruit peel, lemon peel, lime peel, orange peel, blood orange, apple cider, stuff like that. Sometimes I throw in there just to give it like an extra little spunk, of the citrusy kick. Ginger too, I like to add, depending on if you're sensitive or not to that. Yeah. But floral is more of like neroli is a pretty good floral, or jasmine, rose, geranium. Just I can kind of basically any flower. I can't really think of the amount of flowers that, on the top of my head, but I have all of the oils for them. What I like to do is I soak the plants themselves in tinctures, in oil tinctures or alcohol tinctures. I try and soak those products and use that blend of oil. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, like the rose oil that I have, it's from the rose petals themselves.
Right.
So it's more of like a natural musk, if anything. That's why I love blending different masculine smells with floral, because it comes across really aphrodisiac and it's very, very distinct. So
now, for the 2 cents I got, because I want to talk about those because I like them both, but I really loved one of the two. What was with the mahogany and the mahogany scent?
Mahogany. So with my mahogany and rum,
Rum.
Yeah, I actually, and Mike, his mind was blown when I told him about this. I actually use different tinctures and I mix real whiskey or real rum. I'll burn off or cook the alcohol content depending on, you know, which balm or oil that I'm making, but I actually use that in my products themselves. I whip that along with the melted down shea butter into my products, so you're able to get that real smell of the alcohol itself, along with like the sweetness of rum or whiskey that comes in the balm.
Yeah. So I like the mahogany rum. I got the scent. The mahogany rum I liked, but the scent I absolutely love is that night air. That night air is a gorgeous scent. Can you talk about that a little bit for any of the guys out there?
Yeah, so the night air, to me, it smells like a cold, like November night or October night at the fair. I remember I saw a fragrance oil that kind of reminded. So what I like to do is I take fragrance oils, I smell them, and to me that's my competition, because I don't want to use fragrance oils. And I have them in case anyone wants to smell, like I always mention, like a unicorn. You know, you always get those random scents that you just cannot make.
Yeah.
But with the night air, it's just so crisp. It's light traces of cotton, along with pretty sure that I used vanilla and neroli inside of it.
Okay.
With essential oils, I've noticed the rosemary is a very good one to add to give a deeper smell, but you would never think of it because it's mixed in with other, you know, with other oils, so they blend together and it comes up with this concoction. I like I said, to compare my stuff to fragrance oils as my competition.
Right. So there you go, guys. If you're looking for the beard stuff, be it oil or balm, you heard Rocio go through the breakdowns of what she can do, and then and I've heard her, you know, she said she can, you know, customize to some degree how you can have something that's very unique. DM her, you know, if you want a little glitter, you want a little shimmer, just let her know. She'll toss it in there. You know, that's what I've got. And I haven't tried the oil, but the balms, I was very happy with the balms, both in scent, in the way they made my beard feel, and in performance. And I absolutely, totally recommend that soap.
Mike actually tried my oils and he loved them, with Boston Beard Company.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mike, Boston Mike. Okay.
Yes, Boston Mike. He was like, holy shit. You know, like I'm actually using this oil and I appreciate it. And, you know, I'm not just using it to, this is a part of my routine now. I named a scent after my great-grandfather, Melquiades, and it's a smoky scent. And I just wanted to throw that out there because I haven't really been advertising it as much. It's campfire smell, but I added mesquite along with traces of cedar wood and smoke. What I really like to do, and this goes along with my citrus, I use tinctures. So I'll have real leather soaking in different alcohol contents or in oil itself. So that's what creates that smell. So with the mesquite and everything like that, what I like the most about that is it legitimately smells like smoke because you smoked the mesquite and then you allow the smoked, the ashes and everything like that, and you strain it. It's just a certain process that I do. And that's why there was, I believe his name was Andy. He had mentioned an accumulation of oils inside of his beard product. And it's natural. I don't use anything to strain half of the time. So if fattier contents of different oils accumulate, that happens in natural products. Like when I make my lotion bars, I don't strain it. So sometimes you'll get little fragments of the shea butternut itself. And if you're not into that, then pass on my company, you know?
Fair enough.
That's all I can do. I mean, if you catch a little piece of like a grapefruit peel I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell
It's
you.
kind of like a craft beer in that regard because they're not strained and they're not filtered necessarily like the mass produced. And so you'll get cloudy beers, but it's just got all the goodness in it that comes from whatever you made the beer out of, you know?
Yeah.
Or I imagine a wines. Well, I'm not a wine drinker, but wines. One more question for you because we're getting close to closing. But Rob asked one. Rob Acker says, I'm hearing a lot of scents I haven't seen on the site. I love mahogany. And then Wayne O'Neill responded, she can make any scent you want, Rob. So correct me if I'm wrong, Rocio. If Rob DM'd you, you and he could work on, a customization, for lack of a better term, for what you have at your disposal, whatever he wants, mahogany and this or what have you.
Yeah, so what you do, so say you wanted a really popular smell of mine is citrus leather. So you go to the citrus, on my website, it says pick your preferred aroma. So therefore you just kind of categorize that on your own. And it's pretty distinct. It's pretty obvious. Like, what does a rose smell like? What category is that? Floral. So you're able to type in any specific combinations or ideas that you have. And you, as a customer, are trusting me to make that product. And I guarantee you that 99% of the time you're going to be satisfied with what you get. You just throw in whatever smell or ideas, and half of the time I can get it right.
And there you have it.
So it's like custom, some beer companies charge a lot of money for that customization kind of option.
Yeah.
So there you go. You have it with Morning Mist. You can just
mine is
get what you want,
Yep, mine is well priced, and I want to make sure that everyone can afford high quality products. Just like at the grocery store, you want all natural products. It should be more accessible to people because that's basic. That's our basic right, to have organic, vegan, healthy skincare.
Rocio, Wayne O'Neill asked, now Wayne, her balm is very butter-like, but Wayne asked, do you have a butter?
I actually have a hybrid. Whenever someone requests a butter, they just type it in, like, please, make a butter for me. I whip all of the butters and the oils at a certain temperature. So it comes out more like a fluffy texture, like a butter.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that I add to my bombs a little bit more wax than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But in my butters, I just don't add anything at all.
For the closest, the one that I think most people would understand that are in the audience is, I think your balms are very close in texture and feel, and how the finger goes through them to Honest Ape's original balms. Okay. For those who people know Honest Ape's original balms, it's a very soft balm, and Rocio's is very much like that since I've experienced both of them. We're at 10:28. Rocio, I want to thank you so much for spending 2 hours with me. I really appreciate it. Loved your candor, loved your insights. Like getting a chance to finally talk to you and get to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good. This is really good.
Johnny Grim, the cat is back.
Always willing to come on here. I can come on here and talk about any topic.
Well, come the new year, if I haven't killed Johnny or vice versa, we might be circling back to Arizona and bring you along for something else. I would love to have you back on here. Guys who stuck it out for the first full 2-hour show out there in the audience, I want to thank you all for being there. We're down to 7, a lucky 7. And Johnny, do you have anything? I don't have anything. Do you have anything you want to say?
No.
Dick mold.
Dick mold.
Dick mold. And I think there's no more appropriate term to end with tonight than dick mold.
Yeah.
All right.
If you don't take anything else for this live, take with you that dick mold is available.
Dick mold, they're available. Just type it in. Type it in. I want an 8-incher. Type it in.
That's got to be the hashtag.
That's what she
hashtag. I want an 8-incher.
All right, guys. Thanks for spending your Wednesday nights with us. Enjoy, and we will see you next week. Take care, y'all.
Oh my God.
I think we're